What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today's video we're gonna be talking about the movie that I actually saw on Iroko. It's actually called When Love Hurts. So I feel like this movie applies to me because when I was watching it, it just reminded me about me and brains, getting to this point and so on. The movie is basically, I'll just summarize the movie for you guys. This girl, she used to date this Igbo guy, she had a baby for him, and her mother was warning her, if you're Yoruba, just imagine someone saying don't marry Yoruba, mafe omo Igbo, sorry, don't marry Igbo, mafe omo Igbo. Her mom kept telling her that, but she said no, the guy is lovely, is this, is that, which was okay if the guy is. But then she got pregnant and her mom was like, don't bring this child to this world. Her mom was not having that pregnancy, but then she was like, oh, let me just say that the guy was very abusive. Like, he was beating her, there was domestic violence already in the relationship, and they were not even married. So the mom was against that. Of course, every mother would be against that for domestic violence. So the mom was like, this person is beating you. What guarantees, like, if you bring this child to this world, it will not even beat you and the child, and it's not safe for your health, for everything. So it's like, oh, if I bring this child to this world, maybe it will be nice to me, it will stop his character, this and that. That was why she gave birth to the child. The first lesson I actually learned from that is, you don't bring a child to this world because you want the guy to change. I remember when I found out I was pregnant and I was telling somebody, the first question he asked me was, are you trying to keep this baby because you want to keep the guy? I'm like, no, I'm not trying to keep the baby because I want to keep the guy. It's like, okay, that's good. So there's a tangible reason. That's not the motive of bringing the baby into this world. So I felt like that first point that she made is wrong. So that's what I learned from just there. Then it went on, the guy was still even beating her after she had a child, and he took the baby from her and ran away. Yeah, he did. The baby's name was Ifeanyichukwu actually, and the girl's name was, I can't remember her name. Fast forward to like a few years later, she remarried and has given birth to a girl called Yetunde. So she's been telling Yetunde that I don't want you to end up with an Igbo guy. Of course, based on her experience, I don't want you to end up with an Igbo guy. She doesn't even want to hear the word Igbo or you're from the eastern part of Nigeria. Even if she enter a store and she knows that that store is owned by an Igbo person, she move. I'm just like, is it that bad? She will leave. She's like, no, I don't want anything to do with this person. So yeah, so she kept telling her daughter, don't bring Igbo guy to my house. And guys, the daughter was actually dating an Igbo guy. For the longest, the daughter was asking her, why don't you want me to bring an Igbo person? Why don't you want me to marry? She just said no. She refused to tell her the reason. And that just reoccurred to me that a lot of things that our African parents don't want us to do, sometimes they don't give us the reason at first. Later they might give you the reason why they don't want you to do this, why they don't want you to do this, but at first they're just telling you don't do it, my shade. They will not give you no reason. So the other was like, mom tell me. So she was so scared to tell her mom that she was dating an Igbo guy. And guys, I don't want this video to be too long, but let me just tell you guys that by the time she told her mom that she was dating an Igbo guy, right, her mom, she almost had an heart attack. No jokes, like she almost had an heart attack. And by the time she kind of agreed to meet the guy, guys, it was her son that the brothers and sisters were dating each other, if that makes sense. So this Ifeanyichukwu is the one that grew up, the one that the husband or the boyfriend then took from her, and she couldn't access the baby. That was Ifeanyichukwu, and she has given birth to Yetunde, which is from another dad. So she's the mother of both boyfriend and girlfriend, but it's just different dad. And I'm just like, wow, look at that. What if she went on with the wedding without telling her mom? That means they are dating, like brothers and sisters are dating each other, right? Am I making sense? Yeah, that's what it means. So from that story, I'm just like, it took a lot of time, you know, for me and Prince to get here, and it was a lot of things where my parents especially were concerned with a lot of things. Prince family is kind of cool, you know. His dad actually watches my video. The dad is screaming like, my daughter, I have watched your video. His dad watches my video. My brother-in-law, we are like friends. I don't even see him as a brother-in-law, I see him as my friend. My sister-in-law, you know, she's like an auntie to me, or she's like a sister, a big sister to me. So I don't feel like we are in-laws. I feel like we are more like close relation, like family, more than being an in-laws. And you know the way people are always scared of, oh, the in-laws and this and that. I don't have that issue. And why I'm trying to say that is, it's not stereotypical for Igbo. It's the same. You can meet a family where your mother-in-law is annoying, you know, she doesn't say things that are right. It doesn't mean that it's Igbo people. I'm not trying to defend like any Igbo people. I'm just trying to tell you that these things shouldn't be based on culture. It shouldn't be based on where you're from. It's you personally, it's your family personally that you should look at, or it's your in-laws that you should look at when you want to get married. But if you decide to stick with your culture, it's up to you, you know. Nothing is bad. Me, I'm open-minded. And let me tell you guys, my first boyfriend was Igbo. Immediately my mom knew that I was dating that guy. From then she has started telling me I don't want Igbo. She has started ringing it to my ear. I was like, I don't hear, you know. But anyway, what I took out from the movie is, number one, as I said earlier, you don't keep a baby because you want to keep a man, because a baby can make or break your relationship. Yes, I will stand on my 2 feet and say that a baby can make or break a relationship. So what I mean by that is, as a first-time parent, there's something you want that your partner wouldn't like. Let me tell you guys, there's something that I would do, like, or my part, there's some, let me just use me and Prince for example. Let's say Prince is changing Ryan, let's say for example, and he's not doing it the way I want. I'll be eager to say, because I was the one that gave birth to the baby. I was the one that put, you know, we go through the childbirth, the pregnancy too, but they go through it too, let's say externally or something like that. They're also going through the pressure and everything, you know, trying to keep safe the pregnant woman and the child. So I feel like a new baby can bring like arguments into a relationship. And if you're not even married, you know, if you're just boyfriend and girlfriend and your relationship is not that strong before you brought that baby to this, like, it can be a problem. Honestly, I just think it can be a problem. There'll be tons of argument, tons and tons of argument, and the way you'll be focusing, everything will be revolving around the baby. If you don't take you know, control, if you don't mind how that goes, it can actually cause like a distance between you and your partner. That's why I said a baby can make or break a relationship. So that's my number one point I took away from that movie. My number two is the mom telling her that, oh, Igbo guys, you know, they are so abusive because of course our boyfriend was beating her then. I don't think it's mainly for Igbo people. You guys can agree with me, Igbo, Yoruba, any tribe, any country, any ethnic group, if you're abusive, you're abusive. So don't stay in an abusive relationship and don't try to have a baby for an abusive man. That's my own opinion. You don't want to be, oh, I got flowers today. If you watch that clip, you know what I'm talking about. Marriage is sweet, love is sweet, but not to the extent of you know, getting abused, getting beaten, and those things kind of affect your mental health. Language barrier, obviously language barrier is very obvious. Like right now, me and Prince only communicate in English. Sometimes I let him speak Igbo to me because I really want to learn Igbo. Within Prince family, I'm okay. Even if I don't learn the Igbo, I'm okay. But what if you meet his extended family, you know, you don't want to be completely lost. That's why if I have a chance, I would take an Igbo class. Honestly, I would take an Igbo class to learn the language, at least to be able to understand. I don't really need to know how to speak. I want to be able to understand the language. But language barrier is not something, I mean, for me, it wasn't like it was a factor to consider, but it wasn't like a major factor to consider, because I feel like if you know the guy well, they shouldn't be gossiping. Like if you're cool with your in-law, they shouldn't be gossiping in your language. And my mom was like, oh, what if they say something in your language, if they're insulting me and I don't know? I'm like, I don't know, it didn't just sit well with me. I understand where she's trying to come from, but I didn't think I don't just think that the family I'm marrying into is like that. They are not like that. They are totally different. Some family can be like that, I understand that, but the one I'm marrying into, so what I would say is it's really up to you, the family you're marrying into, for you to know if language will be like a major barrier between you guys. So that's it. That's my opinion about, you know, language barrier in relationship. My fourth point will be, I think I mentioned that earlier, where our African parents don't really tell you the reason why they don't want you to do things at first, but later they can explain to you. If you're in like a different language relationship, I don't know what it's called, interlanguage, interethnic, I don't know, whatever it's called, let me know your thoughts down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just felt like I should share with you. And if you, let me just tell you that if you're in a, you know, different language relationship, it's not gonna be easy sometimes to convince your parent, but I think it's really up to you. It took a lot for me to convince my parents, and now my mom actually really, I just kept telling her that you need to get to know this person. Don't just judge the person based on where they are from. And I remember my daddy saying that, oh, he's done business with this Igbo person, it doesn't go well. Then I asked him, no, I did not ask him, to be truthful, but in my mind I'm like, so because you've done business with this Igbo person, it didn't go well with it, should that not define my whole relationship? But with anything, your parents are coming, they're coming, whatever they are telling you, it's coming in a place of love. That's what I'm trying to say. They love you, they want the best for you. It's up to you to make the right choice. So that's what I think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts. What are your opinions down in the comment section below. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe and God bless. Bye guys.